we've got ignition. 3, we've got smoke. 2, 1, we've got RIP takeoff. We've got RIP takeoff. And y'all, welcome to another edition. We're going to have a guest, an honored guest in the building. We're going to cover growing up in Chicago and also life as a comedian, the genius of the fool with Chicago comedian K Ferg. So got a lot to unpack here today. So please stand by. The guest will be with us probably in about 20 minutes. We got some hubbub. All right, Chi-Town, you can kick it off when you're ready. You guys, please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe, and post this on social media out there. We would totally appreciate that.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying all the way through the show to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be cleared and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child. For said the Master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Luv Show is a lesson, not a lecture. We're live. Please like, share, subscribe.
Tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Growing up over here, shit, it was like a regular hood. I was with my homies and shit, all my friends, so we grew up playing, you know, kicking it and shit. Then we got older, still kicking it, but other shit got to happen and shit. You know how that shit go. But like where we at, it's low income and shit. Like all these low income projects and shit, so it wasn't a lot of money. So, you know, it tend to be where ain't a lot of money, there's a lot of violence. So growing up in here, shit, I was going to jail a lot of shit. When I got locked up for the drama and shit, like Dirk was the main one supporting me and shit, helping me. So we got even closer when I was just in jail. Then I got out. He flew me out there with him and shit. Got the rapping, so me and Dirk, you know, we like.
Hey man, if your brother got on $500,000 worth of jewelry, he gonna have a lawyer. That's how we move.
Was you ever scared at any point though?
Yeah,
Cause you know
the whole time. Yeah, me scared shit. Yeah, the whole time.
You was locked up or did you get out
yeah,
of
it's
bail?
Like, no, I was, you know, it wasn't no bail. You just got to wait like till it's that time, like. And you don't know what's gonna happen to the last minute till they tell you like, all right, not guilty or guilty.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We like look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
You can't handle the truth. Self-love, vision. All right. Yes, sir. All right, Chi-Town, let's go ahead and cue the music up. Production, not Chi-Town. That's going to be production. I think this is going to work. Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. All right, Chi-Town, let's go ahead and I think that's the wrong song. Definitely the wrong song. All right, y'all. It's the Self Love Show, y'all. Welcome to the Self Love Show. My bad on the late start. We started a little bit later today. It's my bad. LA traffic. I'm going to blame LA traffic. So welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, as we say, TATN. All I need is some PPP cash, and, TATN. All right. This is co-host Nia Mills. All praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and my beloved late Mama Sky. Tonight, we're going to explore the genius of the fool. This is a serious discussion on the power and the purpose of comedy intertwined with the Black experience here in America. Comedy has a long and rich history in melanated culture. From minstrel shows, it goes back before then. I'm sure there was somebody making us laugh during the Middle Passage. Definitely during chattel slavery, if that was your ancestors' path. But minstrel shows, vaudeville, blackface. Some of the world's most popular comedians are of African American descent, or whatever we're calling ourselves. Shows, filmmakers. Black comedy has played a substantial role in American culture, but also in African American culture. Today, we will be joined by a very special guest, K Ferg. And low-key, one of the funniest guys in the city of Chicago. All right? He's more like Sid the Entertainer, if you will. This is bigger than comedy with him, in my opinion. but we shall see. K Ferg has been making people laugh for many years with his very high energy, creative, and relatable comedy. I know you cats will enjoy this, so sit back, relax, and enjoy another edutaining episode of the Self Love Show. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and live in color. Today is Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. And as always, you cats can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe, but thankfully, we all chose to be here together. Here. Together. Chi-town, bear down, what down, brother Wordsmith. What's been going, what you manifesting today?
Love, man. You know me. I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting?
That's it, man. Pure, unfiltered, unfettered. Some say tough, others say harsh. But I can tell you it's self-love just the same.
No doubt. That's
so it's been up, man. Your neck of America since we last canoed it.
I forgot last week. I thought about it right before the show and then forgot. Essential Herb Chicago.
Yeah.
Got me a sample of the sea moss.
Oh yeah.
Bro, man, it's outstanding. It's outstanding. Essential Herb Chicago, man. Look them up for sure.
Got you right together, huh?
Man, got me feeling great. Getting a lot of that mucus out of me.
Yeah. That's what's up. Man, that's a blessing. And y'all check them out because they actually appeared on the Self Love Show. Definitely shop with them and rotate that money. And check out the show. Very enlightening show. They were born to do what it is that they're doing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? All facts. All right, y'all. So for anybody who doesn't know the show's format, as y'all see, we give it a little hubbub. You know, I can assure you this isn't the Johnny Carson show, but we give you a little hubbub up front. We have the Self Love Show quote of the day. And then, of course, we play a quick video, which is the More Growth and Development platform. That's More Growth and Development platform. Of course, the government is a terrible thing to waste. So we have a video we'll run and unpack tattoo tyranny. And then we have a dome teaser. That's a riddle. Your mind is also a terrible thing to let lie fallow. You know what I mean? If you don't use that thing, it becomes pretty much worthless, useless. It'll attack you. All right. So strengthen your mind. If self-love doesn't solve it, we expect the chat not to solve it because it's typically what happens. But if you guys can't figure it out, stick around to the end. I'll give you the key to the dome teaser. And then today's topic, the genius of the fool, with Chicago comedian K Ferg. Self-love said in the promo video that this gentleman is a deep thinker and he's more than a comedian. That's what we're excited about here today. You guys, please like, share, subscribe, and then we wrap it up with my personal favorite part of the show, and that's when Brother Wordsmith summarizes the whole shebang off the top of his dome, off the rip, sucking it up from the universe, and then regurgitating it out to us in wonderful fashion week after week. Looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
Any announcements there, fella?
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. Let everybody know about this. This is about to be an experience.
That's right. Yeah, what he said. Like, share, subscribe. And this is definitely going to be an edutaining experience. And I don't have any other announcements. So, you can go ahead and take it from here. But if there's any comedians out there, we'd love to hear from you out there. This is an interactive chat, so don't be bashful. Do tune in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Self Love Show, where today we're unpacking the genius of the fool with Chicago comedian K Ferg. I know this brother, and he's a good brother, and he's about to enlighten and more than likely have us laughing. I would say, yeah. It's going to be very edutaining. As always, we have a very important video, the Silverback More Growth and Development platform, which we are building the Self Love Nation off of. And before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. George Carlin.
Hey, he was a genius.
Oh, yes, he was. Facts.
I knew you'd like that, especially with the dyslexia.
Hey, yeah. Probably say it's wrong. Silverback More Growth and Development platform. Number one, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number two, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And three, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, shine a light on positive influences. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen. And number 10, protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
Well said. That's well said. I concur with that. So you guys speeding right along. And I guess we gotta let K Ferg know maybe about 7 minutes he'll be in the cream room. Because we're gonna speed this along here. So don't worry. If you missed last week's show, the topic was, is 12, aka law enforcement, literally producing social media blogs, content creators, places like YouTube? Are they literally completely behind it? Self, like the Unknown Comic was a spook. Could some of those guys literally be law enforcement?
If they're not, they're honorary.
Law enforcement, like?
Yeah, very law enforcement-ish.
That's what I say. I shot the sheriff, and I also shot his deputy. Let me be clear. And I also shot his deputy. Big ups to all law enforcement that's doing right. All right. It's a better song. You know you like it better like that. All right, here we go, Self. But like, share, subscribe. We'll just run through this tattoo tyranny really, really quickly. This one's called Alabama Pig Attack. Speaking of law enforcement. Big ups to NBC.
Hold on a quick second. I need to check something.
All right. Take your time. I know you stay unplugged.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Most of the time anyway. So, yeah.
The last thing you're going to be doing, one of the last things you're going to be doing with your free time is taking in extra programming voluntarily, huh? So,
Yeah.
plugging in off the clock voluntarily.
They held a protest Monday night in response to the viral video showing a police officer using a stun gun on a handcuffed man. We want to warn you, you might find this video disturbing. After an exchange of words, the police officer pulls the trigger on the stun gun and then
You wouldn't be crying like that if you played that beta.
Shut the f up, you was big and bad.
She could then be heard calling him an explicit name.
She tased him in the back, and she was holding it. She was just holding it there until he started crying.
Jalexis Rice, girlfriend of Micaiah Washington, says this all started when her boyfriend and 2 others were changing a tire of the car they were driving. She says that's when the officer in the video pulled up, eventually putting her boyfriend in handcuffs and tasing him.
Changing the tire while black.
Man.
I can't do nothing but cry.
Following his arrest, Washington was booked into the Pickens County Jail on several charges. He has a bond of $500,000. In a statement, Reform's police chief and mayor said they're aware of the video and the police officer has been placed on administrative leave. However, people attending Monday's rally say they want more done.
She needs to be fired, and I feel like she can leave and go somewhere else and do it if they don't hold her accountable for nothing. You're a police. You're here to protect and serve us. How do we supposed to trust you and this how you treat us?
It hurt my feelings for real.
In the statement from the mayor and police chief, they said in part the department is in the process of turning over all materials related to this arrest to the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation and has requested a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the arrest.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories.
Bro, they really sold that story short. So all those charges, like, I don't think he was a felon. I don't think he had the firearm because his brother was filming. So like the drugs, all of that is getting thrown out. Like all that was just all that was just made up, but all of it was made up charge. Like not like even if exactly because it was the poison fruit, but even if it was all true, they should be throwing it out. But it wasn't, none of it was true.
Right. It's like they ain't release them either, don't sound like.
No.
So I mean, putting her on administrative leave, what good is that doing? What, come on.
You know what's part of my settlement Self? Once we agree to everything, I'll tell them, look, I'll knock $1 million off this deal, but I need to be on national TV and I need to have that Klanswoman up against my car, up against the hood of my car, and you need to give me her taser and let me, do her what she did to me. And that's the only reason. Other than that, I'm going to hold out, for another 100 million.
Yeah, well, not mad at you.
Yeah. Administrative leave. Come on.
It's Alabama.
Tyranny.
Oh, man, no doubt.
Hey, again, if that guy had pledged that guy by my side at Great Debate Chapter, he would not have been crying. I'm not saying it wasn't painful and things like that. He wouldn't have been crying like that. Maybe a tear would have dropped, something cool like what Denzel Washington did in Glory. You know what I mean? But he wouldn't have been, just the tear of break this neck here. Oh, I want to break this neck right here and break her neck. You know what I mean? But you can't do it. You know what I mean? Because of the family.
Handcuffed. Yeah. Laying on the, on the hood of the car. That's.
Yeah, she was talking. Let's move off that.
That's assault. Yeah.
Yeah, that's assault. All right, y'all. We got to move off that. All right, we're going to jump the topic because we're not doing we usually do pink on pink crime, but we got a guest, so we're not doing that. Today's topic is the genius of the fool with Chicago comedian K Ferg. I did want to give you guys the dome teaser. Here's your riddle, and I'll drop it in the chat for all the thinkers out there. If you like to just, pookie poke your lips out and, you know what I mean, let everybody else process for you, that's fine too. You know what I mean? You can let everybody else do the thinking for you. We're okay with that here. All right, here we go. We are little airy creatures, all of different voice and features. One of us in glass is set. One of us you'll find in jet. The other you may see in tin. And the fourth a box within. If the fifth you should pursue, it can never fly from you. That's one of those poem things. But I can assure you it's a riddle. And I assure each of you guys, if I give you guys the answer, you're going to be pissed at yourselves. So I'm typing it in here. I was pissed at myself. I didn't figure it out. Let me just be upfront and clear with everybody. I never figured this out. I don't figure most of them out.
I didn't get the gist of that whole thing. I got to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to see it, fella. And all right, and I guess while I'm doing this, if we can go ahead, enough of the appetizers.
Let's quench the Self-Love Nation's thirst.
Yeah, you can run that. It's a promo video, and I'll be figuring out why I can't put this into the chat all of a sudden. I mean, don't do me. Next week.
Let me say before you come in, jump on that scale real quick.
What's the topic on that?
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. You out here. That's it, man. Took all your little money.
He's a comedian. He's a
hey.
Sorry, I took all your money. Sorry, I took all your money. Hey, man. Hey, oh, whoa. Do me a favor, man. Get on that scale one more time, man. Why is he keep putting me on the scale? Get on the scale one more time.
and a thinker. He's not no just most comedians.
Yes, the good ones.
Damn! Hold up, man. How you come in my house and game with?
Yeah. I worked with him.
Hey, up against the wall, man. Up against. Yeah, hold on. Man, what the hell? Come on, man. You gonna steal my trophy?
It'll be quite enlightening.
Oh, my beloved black brothers and sisters, I appeal.
All right, so I finally got that in there. All right, it's in there. It's 2 parts because it was too long. It's in there. Yeah, looking forward definitely to this conversation, you guys. So let's go ahead and get this brother in the building and handle your business. I try to get this bunt twisted up before it dries out too much. Did you ask him to?
Yep, both.
All right. Might have to text him. He might have stepped away. Or he's watching it on the delay. Could be that too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Yeah, man. I actually tried to figure that riddle out.
All right. Let's see something. We have vocals. Let's see.
All right, we've got audio.
All righty then. Welcome, my brother. Appreciate you doing this.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me down here on the self-love, self-care, whatever show, right? Yeah. I like that, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Welcome.
Hey, brother. Thank you so much, K Ferg, for taking your time out to do this, brother. What Tori and I are doing, bro, is getting a nice snapshot of what life is, what life was, kind of what it's like, being black in our time. So maybe if our grandkids or great-great-grandkids get a hold of this video, Hollywood don't always tell the story accurately, So this is a chance for us to have these types of conversations about certain things. And then as the show progresses, we're going to get into like how you make a bag and your profession and stuff like that. Right. Got a lot of questions. We ask the same questions to everybody, right? And so like it's data going out there, so imagine, brother, if you could have watched a video of your great-great-great-grandfather talk about how it was during Reconstruction. You know what I mean? Man, these white people crazy, just whatever.
All the time. Yeah, all the time.
Right.
All the time. It's a unique time.
It's always a unique time. That's the thing about it.
Facts.
Always a unique time. Because
every aspect of growth is unique.
Correct. Because I'm sure, bro, and we're going to get into it. I'm ahead of myself. I know it's going to be a great conversation, but I'm sure at every point each of our generation was like, it could be worse. You know what I mean? At least we're not on the slave ship no more. At least we not, you know what I'm saying? At least they not whipping us no more. At least every generation thinks it's, but it could be better. It could always be better. So,
well, that speaks to mentality, right? If it could always be worse is your answer, then you coming from a lesser mentality, right?
facts.
When you know it could always be better, but you're still grateful for what it is, right? You can't not be grateful. Everything is, nothing grows without gratitude.
Without gratitude. Absolutely, right? Bro.
So you got to be grateful for what transpired before you to be even in a quote unquote bad position.
Yeah, we're going, man, this is going to be great. So real quick, bro, I want to just hop into the early life. So can you just kind of tell the Self Love Nation when and where you were born? You don't have to give like exact dates, but when and where you was born, and kind of describe like what it was like growing up, in that area during that era.
So I grew up on 92nd and Merle, and I grew up on 71st and Aberdeen. My grandmother's was 71st and Aberdeen, so we was over there like the majority of the time. And it was just really a different time. Don't get me wrong, it was still bad. It was still,
around what
people you had to watch,
time?
people you had to keep your eye out for, and you could still get robbed. It may have been more strong arm robberies. It may have been more, knife robberies, and maybe jumping you and taking you different things or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't like,
what year are we
crazy,
talking?
crazy. It was still crazy, but
what year are we talking?
Are we talking? I say
70s, 80s.
No, I say 80. I say 81, 82, all the way up to.
So you talking about when they was taking the members only jackets?
Yeah, all that. I mean, we take all of this is
starter jackets.
Is new, man.
Starter jackets.
Is new.
What was that? Air Force? What was the jackets? Like pilot jackets. They were like leather with all kind of stuff on them.
Fur, all that, and patches. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look, that's been forever. Right? You know what I mean? So, but I'm a little kid at this time. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Just as a little kid, I'm probably maybe 7, right? That's the time when you really,
getting more conscious of what's going on around you.
The more, I mean, people more, certain kids come in with different chips on their shoulders than other kids.
Right after Theta.
Right. Now
right
you get more into, they kind of, trying to single out who, what, it's getting more, you know what I mean? It's just changing up. We ain't doing a baby no more.
Right.
It's getting serious around
right.
Here, you know what I mean?
The bigger kids are testing you already. You're like, man, I'm 7, I'm 8. Yeah.
And I'm talking about the against each other. You know what I mean? This is all up in there. So it's it's a whole lot of that going on, which I believe is again part of the growth and process. Everything gonna just keep repeating itself. Just in a my main thing is the situation may change, the principle gonna remain the same. So it's just gonna keep changing the same way. But anyway, growing up, it was mad cool. We grew up with my grandmoms, right? So I was real close to my grandma, my grandfather, all of that. And at that time, you seen grandmama take what granddaddy brought home and make it work, right? You know what I mean? Whatever it took to make what he brought in work and stretch that out and get it to whatever.
Stretch it out, boy. They're like, that's tuna cat. That's tuna casserole right there. You know what I mean? Right. They stretch it out, boy.
Stretch it out, right?
Yeah.
Like if that meant grandma had to go to 4 different stores in order to, get whatever, to get the different groceries at different prices, and to go in there with coupons and on sale dates, and just,
And sometimes the corner store will give you an IOU. You can go in there with the IOU, like just
right. If you need it, whatever. But
yeah.
Well, see, when I grew up, my granddad wasn't allowing that. You wasn't gonna go nobody and get no IOU. He ain't play none of that with his woman. You know what I mean?
Well, were those shops owned by black people by the time you was growing up, or was they like Arabs or different races?
I mean, that's how he was.
Were those stores owned by black people, or was they owned outside our race? The little corner
They
store.
were owned outside our race. At that time, the stores were owned by the Chinese.
Yeah, see, when I came up, it was a black man that had been in the community, you know what I mean? And that was just reciprocity, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. No, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
What the era I'm talking about and where I'm living at, these the Chinese, like how we see all the Arabs everywhere now. It was the Chinese before that, you know what I mean? And then so anyway, you seeing all that. That's just kind of how granddad was, and I seen, how my grandmother was. You know what I mean? She was, she laid down the right hand of Jimmy Ray. You know what I mean? Like,
go out there and find a switch. That one ain't good enough. You know what I mean?
She wasn't playing she's standing on whatever.
Standing on it.
Yeah, and if it was too much of a problem for her, granddaddy gonna deal with it. And you definitely didn't want that. You know what I mean? You didn't want that under no circumstances whatsoever. Granddad never got you. But if he ever gotta get you, you'll pray. You don't want her to see him to get you, man. Nah.
Hey, so I want to ask you, was there in your neighborhood, like, could you walk up and down the street and see any other races? Like, just walking down the street, like, hey, there's a white lady walking her dog. There's a Asian person. Was it like that?
I never seen none of that. No.
All right.
No. No.
Maybe the teachers and the police, but that's about all when we were seeing it in the TV. Yeah.
You saw it in the places of authority. They were the only places you saw it, in places of authority. Because remember, come on, man, it's all mind building, right? They building our minds to think and see things a certain way. It's mind building.
Now, you mentioned your granddad and grandma. Can you remember any family sayings, anything like that they put on you, or anybody on the block that I don't trust nobody, or you know what I'm saying, time is money, anything like that you can remember, like somebody telling you this is something to live by, might even be scripture?
That's grandma all day, baby. Grandma all day. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.
That's love. That's love.
And that one is so profound as you grow into it. And because so many people hear it and probably have only heard it one way their entire life, or perceive it one way in their entire life. Me, through so many different things, it's like I really understand what that means. You know what I mean? Like, I really get what that means. Really being a real soldier for the Most High is
seek first.
It's something different. We're not doing children and pump.
Did we lose him? As soon as we start going there,
there you go. He's back.
There you go, bro. You broke it. It split up for a minute. Yeah, damn. I wanted to hear that too. So if you got the last one in that segment, but K Ferg, can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My family's was trust in the Lord and do good. I used to hear that a lot. So it sounds like yours, and as you live life, you do realize, like, looking back in hindsight, you really can't go wrong if you seeking first the kingdom of righteousness.
You can't go wrong.
Like, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not going down that. Right. I'm not doing, and people, all right, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't go wrong. Yeah.
You
Right.
can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong because you understand where you, if you know where you're going, you can't just get sent off the wrong way. You know what I mean? You know which way you're going. You know in the direction you should be going. Now, don't get me wrong. I might wander all over this damn direction, right? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not
Right. Nobody walking on water.
professing to be whatever, but I
right.
know which ways I'm not going. I know that.
Facts. Bro, who do you credit for helping you to rise above environmental stressors and perceived challenges as a child?
Right. You was talking about all the stuff you saw
Nobody.
at 7. Who'd you say?
Nobody.
Wow.
Nobody. Nobody.
Wow.
I'm right. Maybe my Uncle Bob McGee.
Okay. But when you say nobody, you mean ultimately like pretty much you was you learned it on the go, like you know how to survive, you know, was it just something natural or intuitive, or you got it like you know, like you know how people tell you, man, don't go down there and don't be down there, and you know your grandmother tell you come in the house when the street lights on, you know, that kind of thing. So you was figuring out the community on your own pretty much.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, obviously, if you saying, you know, where I maybe get some street savvy from and, you know, kind of pay attention and this, that, and the other, that's my 2 older brothers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I got 2 older brothers and,
Okay.
you know, it's only so far they're going to let little bro move anyway, you know, and operate anyway. And I was wild, so they really was on me. You know what I mean? It really was on me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. All right. Yeah, man. So normally, but we moving so good. Let's go ahead and hit the more growth and development. So that's our platform. We need some, you know, all is one whale around here. Like we need everybody to just unify or die. You know, the thing, it's an African proverb, bro. You might have heard it say, if either we hang together or we hang separately. You know what I mean? We get plucked off one by one. Either we hang together or we hang separately. So here's a platform question we ask pretty much everybody. If you had to select, gun to your head, if you had to select and choose either education, spirituality, and when I say education, I mean the common form of education that people refer to, go to school, you know, that kind of stuff. Education, spirituality, or financial literacy. Which tenet would you subscribe? Would you subscribe to say is the most important for ending poverty, bro?
Spirituality.
Mm. All right. We've heard that before, Self. We have heard that before. I'm thinking spirituality from like, I ain't gonna even go like just tithing, but if you know the power of giving and reciprocity, you know what I mean? You can't be poor if you live in the right way, as opposed to having ops. You know, you have people coming back to help you. You know, they see you pulled over, they want to help you instead of shoot you. You know, all of that. I guess that could. But what do you mean when you say spirituality?
When
I mean, in this context, yeah. Like, how can that help us?
Because the more you know of you, the better decisions you can make for you. Right. So spirituality is going to give you more of you and more of, you know, the Most High going to manifest within you more in terms of, I put it to you this way, which comes first, the thought or the.
Wow.
Here we go.
You said what comes first, the thought or the what?
Or the action.
The thought.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So spirituality is your thought. If you think less, you get less. If you think more, you get more. If you operate like this, you get this. Spirituality lives in truths. So now you're going to start living in truths of righteousness. And that's going to lead you to the proper person that's going to educate you, the next proper person that's going to finance you, and the next proper person that's going to whatever else. But it all begins in your mind. That's why the Bible speaks on a renewed mind. A renewed mind is taking old ways and old thinkings and do away with that, and do away and turn away from it. And then operate and move in this manner. That's what a renewed mind is.
Yeah, I see that, bro. I can see that. I can see that. You know, even from the financial aspect of it. Now you're doing things. You're knowing the why you're doing it. You're doing it for more holistic reasons. You know, it's not to get a half gallon of lean necessarily. I mean, it's not to, you know, go to the motel with all these rats. You know what I'm saying? It becomes, oh, I got a son or daughter. This is, and yeah, and you start doing things from that. Yeah, and it flowers. Right. 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 That's interesting. Go ahead, Self.
Yeah, it's he's right on the money and feeling it. It's good vibration.
Well, here's one as a black man, but as a human being, because you know none of us know color, man. I could literally remember when they say like being in the sandbox as a kid. I can literally remember being in the sandbox at Drop Dead Gorgeous William H. Ray School on 57th and Kimbark. You know what I mean? You know, I can remember being in the sandbox with these different races, and nobody cared or knew, and you know, nothing. So my question is,
oh wait, you know what? You just reminded me. We lived in Harvey, and my best friend was white.
How old were you then? About?
We had left my grandmother's house and went like straight to Harvey. So I'm probably maybe what, 7, 9, between 7 and 9.
Wow.
And these are your and you reminded me on that because I do know how big that is, because it's like socialization. The more socialized and you know what I mean, people are, the less fear there is. Just like, what's the answer to fear, right? What's the answer? What beats fear every single time? Information. Information.
Yeah, preparation. Yeah.
Information. Once you know,
yeah,
you know you're not afraid now.
Right.
You respect it.
Right.
You know, just like riding a bike, a motorcycle, you know, anything you get into, driving a car, everything, it's got its fear to it till you learn.
Right.
And once you, okay. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So you're saying like there are those who never really come across us, and you know, we used to meet them in school, Self, and they'd be like, man, I thought you guys were all either gangsters or rappers, or you know what I mean? They just like, if they grew up in a time where we wasn't around and they only knew what the news was pushing at them, the criminals on TV.
And and the only thing you know about them is that they rich.
Right.
And they poor as hell.
And it turned out they poor. Yeah.
We all had the you know, experiences, because I went to
they way
schools.
poorer than you.
Well,
You just don't even know.
It's more of them on welfare by far. Go ahead, Self.
Man, on everything. I'm talking about on just, it's so much of it, man. But it's a very mental game, and that's what happens. Like, the less you socialize yourself, the less places you go, the less things you see, then you kept to think within that compounds of that little box.
Exactly. And we always experienced that young age, because I went to schools, you know, that it would maybe 9, 10 students in the school, period. And you know, all races. Right in Hyde Park, and our teachers were like graduate students at University of Chicago.
Right.
And we all had our own curriculum, and it was, everybody was there, like all races, and it was, you know, just.
But wasn't any race wars.
No.
Right. Right.
In one of the schools, I was the oldest, so you know, wasn't nothing going down.
Yeah, I mean, but y'all wouldn't know that. So I say that to ask you this, bro. in your mind, from what you know now, and this answer will probably change, 20 years from now, but how do you think America can evolve past its original sin of racism, bro?
Okay, let me understand that question again.
How can America end racism?
How can America
Yeah, what's gonna end racism in America?
end racism?
Yeah, end it. Yep, end. Because we know it started. We know it started. So is this something we can't put the bottle back on the cap? Like, racism hasn't always existed, bro. Black people used to walk the world and nobody used to trip. They was just Moors and nobody had this stigma on it. Like, it wasn't like that, bro.
I mean, I know that very well. See, for me, that's a tricky question.
Because you
right?
don't think it'll end.
No, that's not what I don't. Do I think
Okay.
that it's going to happen? Absolutely.
Okay.
Do I
All
think?
right.
Do I think it's going to happen in my lifetime? Absolutely not.
Well, I didn't think I would see a black president, but go ahead, bro. In my lifetime.
You say what?
I didn't think I would see a black president in my lifetime, but go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I never, that's not one I ever said that I wouldn't see, right? That's not one that blew me, like certain things like that. But I got this answer because of the celestial cycle, right? So we just came out of the age of Pisces. So when you study and understand what goes on in the age of Pisces, then so many things that happened within that time frame. Even our growing up, our childhood, our youth, everything from me, you using scripture, everything plays into the age of Pisces. But now we're in the age of Aquarius. In the age of Aquarius is going to usher in a whole new energy all over the universe with the same. It's been happening for I don't know how long. That's why everybody like, man, everything going crazy. What the hell is? Whoa. It's the same thing they were saying when it flipped from I think it was Aries to Pisces. That's the same thing they were saying there. If you read back at that time, there was so much killing, there was so much going on. This is when they ushered in a whole nother mindset and frame. People, let me tell you, when you put your faith in the Most High, right? When you truly put your faith in the Most High, ain't no bad. Ain't no bad. Everything works in your favor, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. All things work for your good. All things. All. Painful as it may seem, just like whooping your butt. It's painful, but it's for you. Right?
Absolutely.
So we got some stuff in the chat I want to get to, and then we're gonna get back to this. H. Moultrie says, same stuff been happening all my life. It really happened on Obama watch. No riots. Missing what he meant. Matt started. What up, Matt? He said, what's good, fellas? Sharuka, Israel. What up, Sharuka?
Thanks for your support.
Yeah. Let's see. 6 months. Celestial cycle. He's smart. Matt said, what's your sign, bro?
Aquarius. Mighty Aquarius.
Look at that. And we're coming into your age, huh?
You better believe it. You better believe it. The truth is here. The truth is here.
All right, man. So we got one more question for you. And then we're gonna take a 6-minute break. Self, you got it. You got it.
That's why y'all slick. It's cool though. It's
What's
cool.
that,
Y'all
bro?
slick, real slick, man.
What's that, bro?
Cause y'all gonna make it a Zoom, so when we take the little break, y'all ain't gotta flip for no snacks. It's cool. I get it. I see what's happening around here.
Yeah, he wants
on the snacks, huh?
He wants some craft services to pull up. So yeah. So you got to send. You got to send. Others. Yeah, send DoorDash over there. But go ahead, Self.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of our tenets of our organization that we're building. speak on reparations.
Me?
Yes, sir. Reparations.
Man. Where to begin? Where to begin? Where to begin? I don't know, man. All I can say is yes, it's something that we supposed to get. And I believe that at some point, I really believe at some point it's gonna be a break. It's gonna be some huge break. It's gonna be some huge break, some huge outroar, some huge something where they ain't gonna have no choice. That's the way I feel. I feel like our people are definitely gonna come back to rise to power. And in order to do that, we gotta, I don't know, man. I definitely think it's something we're supposed to get. That's all I can really, really tell you. It's no other way around it. I think if we hear Trump, I put it to you this way. I know people don't want to hear this, but I think if Trump was in office, we might have
got a
got
better chance.
We got a better chance.
You know what? Hey, bro, that answer was as good as anything. I mean,
hey, listen, man, these just my views. I don't
good as
fight
anything.
over them. They just my views.
Good as anything we've asked everyone that question from all walks of life. That's as good as any answer I heard, man. And I agree with 100%, bro. Like we deserve it. It's due. And enough. That's enough that has to be said.
It's nothing else to really like whatever.
Yeah.
Like for real.
I said that the spin on it would be, and you're a comedian, so you probably get the humor in it. The way they say we blow money, right? The way they say black people blow money. So Obama did the clunkers to spark the economy. Hey, cash for reparations for black Americans. You want to watch the economy, you want to watch the malls get full, you know what I'm saying? The economy gonna get booming, bro.
It's gonna boom hard.
Man.
It's gonna boom real hard.
Now all of us won't trick our money off, but it's gonna be a lot of this going on.
Oh, it's gonna be a ton of that. A ton of
we probably would move from the 5th largest economy to number 1.
Yes, man, and the stick-up kids would be in heaven. But go ahead, bro. What a stick-up kids?
It wouldn't be no more stick-up
kids.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Why you can't do it, because you'll put people out of job.
Wow, the prisons have to shut down.
I'm saying you don't want to give it to them because it'll shut down a lot of jobs. You make a lot of money on poor people.
True. Yeah.
Poor people make a lot of money.
They make a lot of money.
You got all these organizations dedicated and making all this money to doing whatever for poor people.
Clean your credit.
Reparations. They gotta close their door.
High interest loans, clean your credit, payday loans, all that. Currency exchange. You paying $10 to cash your check.
They gone.
Wow.
They're out of business.
A lot of police would be out of business too. They getting 6 figures, bro.
A lot of lawyers and judges.
Yeah.
Eliminate all of them. Get rid of them.
You okay? You sound like you're okay with it, Tori.
Absolutely.
Well, see, the thing,
a whole lot of jobs are going to be erased anyway, man. This AI is coming and it's for real. And it's going to take a whole lot of jobs. So, people got to figure out something else besides like manual labor and such.
Matt say we all should be born backwoods like him. Well, I mean, I don't answer questions or talk too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, man. We get different answers. I know it gets me is when our people start talking about, well, their first response to it is it's not gonna happen. And hold it, it's not gonna happen, and how is it gonna happen? Listen, bro. I was a bill collector for a long time, right?
Right.
I can suggest to people maybe how they can raise money to, address this issue. But that's not the issue. When you borrow this money, you know what I mean? You owe it. So how you're going to do it, that's not my problem. You who owe me the money have to figure out how you're going to do it. You know what I mean? Right. They got us trying to figure out how they're going to do it.
Why would I do that?
Right. It makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Why would I do that?
Yeah. All right, but Hey, yeah, bro. We're gonna take
But you
like
know, wait a minute. Now you do know that the Supreme Court voted on it, right? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that.
well, I know in Cali they man, they talking big in Cali, like giving money for houses, like black people 400,000, for a home and all that,
It's
bro.
a
Like
trip too, because it wasn't a whole lot
Is
of
that
slavery in the West
is that
Coast.
Democrats? Is that Democrats?
it's
I'm
it's
just
hard to
asking,
say.
brother. I'm just
It's
asking.
yeah,
I'm
it's
just
hard to say.
asking,
It's
bro.
hard to say who they are, man.
Yeah.
See, I look at the government. They all the same. One bird, two different wings. You know what I mean? And they just dress up and
they're Zionists.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is when I vote independently. I'm not
Man.
voting by
Yeah.
what you represent, but I do understand where certain people sit at and how they move.
Right. Yeah, but no, it's Democrats pushing that. Yeah, pushing all these. Yeah, out here. Yeah, it's Democrats, most definitely. But it's weird because I told somebody this, like they were complaining about the immigration, and I said, well, on the one hand, you got the conservatives who tend to own these businesses, and they're benefiting from all this labor coming over here because it's driving down wages. They've been doing that since the start of America and before. So the big corporations who ain't paying no taxes, they're okay with everything happening and people coming in. And so the Democrats, not your guys, but the Democrats, on the other hand, they're okay with it because those people vote for them. And that's what I'm saying. So the conservatives act like they
Why
don't.
gotta be my guys?
Right, that's what I said. It ain't your guys. Well, you in Chicago, man, and you ain't black if you in Chicago and you ain't voting Democrat, according to
I
the
don't
president.
agree with that. I don't agree with that.
It's a lie, man. It's a lie.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well, it's a complete lie.
I'll tell you something that I found very funny.
Go ahead.
Right? That Joe Biden, when running for office, said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
Right.
And then under his leadership, the Supreme Court voted against reparations. That's
Correct.
interesting.
Yeah. And we're talking
That's
about
interesting.
we're talking about crime bill
you would think
Biden.
somebody that make a statement like that would be fighting tooth and nail for you.
Correct.
To make sure he gonna make sure, if nothing else.
No, not.
But that's how they got it all set up. That's why I said that's how they got it all set up.
That we're roaches and you let them in your school system, and then and been on every crime bill in this country.
He's talking about Biden even before all of that.
So Biden, that was a master speaking. That was master speak. He thought he was saying.
Listen. Biden has no idea how to change his clothes.
The script.
He can't even follow
the script like
I'm not.
it was.
Biden is not mentally fit to be president of the United States. I'm sorry. Bro, if he was your grandfather, you'd be like, you'll tell somebody, man, we got to sit him down, man. This is elder abuse. Wouldn't you? Granddad, I'll take over the business. I'll run the tow business. Don't worry, I'll do that.
I don't want to see you get up another morning,
man,
talking to the customers. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, we're ahead of the game, and the game ahead of the, and
where am I? Like,
who am I here today?
Yeah. Hey, Yoda Santos De La Rosa. Hey, bro, but we're gonna put it on park. Self-handle your business, and we're gonna dead your camera, or you can log off and come back in, whichever is easier for you. We're on a short break, bro. We'll be back in 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Yes, y'all. Don't quit. Self Love Show. It's on. As y'all know how a game go. Today, we are unpacking the genius of the fool with Chicago's very own K Ferg. And y'all know how the game go. We got some excellent videos for you to check out. We're going to be able to stretch our legs and feel ourselves a little bit. We will be right back at you.
And Matt, this is not a drone up here. I'm sorry. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, my beloved black brothers and sisters, I appeal to you this afternoon to reason. Look at Huey Newton and Eldridge Cleaver. Many of you love the Panther philosophy. You love to see a young black brother stand up and challenge the system. They were beautiful brothers, beautiful men who wanted liberation for black people. But Whitey there again infiltrated the Panther movement. And while many of the brothers and sisters were saying, right on, baby, right on, in the crowd was an agent of the United States government planning the destruction of the Panther Party. You live to see him put Huey and Eldridge against one another, bust the movement down the middle, and then break it up. And now they can talk about the Panther Party because they've destroyed it.
Yeah, we on the east side right now, east side of Chicago. They want to just consider south side, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to really consider the east side, but we shaped like the compass, you know what I'm saying? North, south, east, and west. Stuff around right now, it's a little rural in the neighborhood, you dig? Because there's wars going on with the police, wars going on with street niggas. We just done a hood massacre. It was like 50 niggas outside in the neighborhood after the club, some fights and going on. I'm glad the nigga that came through shooting was nervous, you know, because they shot niggas in their foot and shit, the news. It was fucked up because we used to put niggas on the news, but, you know, each one teach one, man. The police real hot. They look like they about to, come on, because I got my thump on me. Man, open this door, man. Cool. He wasn't really paying attention. You know, it's different slangs and street detective cars 4 deep, you know what I'm saying, riding through. Because, of course, it was just a shooting on the police. It's a neighborhood shooting.
Brother,
I'm wiping it, though. I'm going to wipe it.
That's
I'm
right.
going to say, hey.
Tori's oldest brother, you know, between us. Tori made me at Beta. And so, you know, he just wanted to say a few words before we let you go here.
Okay. Yeah.
Brother Thomas, thank you so much for gracing us with your appearance, man. Grateful. You expanded our nation beyond belief. It's just a wonderful thing. And we would like to present you with the Self Luv Show first annual Ernest Lee Thomas Achievement Award.
Oh, man.
It's apropos that you are the first recipient.
And Noop, we call it the Raj.
We're going to call it the Raj.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man.
Yeah, so we have it on order. You know, we so it's going to come here. We're going to show it to the show, and then myself or Tasia deliver it to you or ship it to you from there.
Thank you, brother.
You know, we over east, man. We chilling, me and my homie. And so he was on the phone. So this is how they call us sleeping, because he was on the phone. I'm coming out the liquor store. I go to the car. He's still hollering at his homeboy at the phone. He come from the payphone to hop in the car. And while he hopping in the car, I'm thinking he just, you know, finna finish hollering at his homie. He said, man, Twitch just gonna get him what he want. Like, what do you mean just get him what he want? I look. Man, I'm talking about, we probably had a 4.5 or whatever. The motherfucking barrel looked like the size of a peanut butter jar hole that day, goddamn it. I was like, God damn. So my instincts, I got a little jewelry on, so I snatched my arm back a little bit. And he noticed I had, man, what you doing? And it looked like he was finna bang. Then that's when my guy was like, Twist, just gonna get to him. Then he heard him say, what, Twist? Then he realized it was me. And the same dude that was finna get me, he ended up telling me his rap name, broke it down to the knee, let my homie get in the car, sat there and spit a verse for me and everything, and let me go. Wow, that's what you call respect right there.
And it bows to his will. Nothing is as rebellious as the white man. Everything that God says thou shalt not do, the white man says, gee whiz, buddy, it's all right. Come on, try it. You like it, baby. It's okay. Gee whiz, you guys are too rigid. You only live once, man. Come on. You know that Chuck talks like that. I'm talking about Bob. I'm talking about Bill. I'm talking about Larry. You know the guys I'm talking about. Listen, you acting like you don't know them. That's why we don't allow no white folks in here. Because if we had white folks in here, you'd be looking all behind you and wondering what might be thinking.
Man, I thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. It don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real.
Yeah.
Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro.
They so ignorant,
ignorant.
They're so
Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it.
This platform is
made
for
for
you
and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy
and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yes, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. We're back. And it's been outstanding.
Wisdom and understanding is what we represent.
We have talked about early life and how things have gone for him. And him is K Ferg. Got into the foundational questions. Self Love Nation. And now we finna explore more. We talk about how life is treating him now and what he's doing. Gonna expand the conversation right here on the Self Love Show.
Hey, Matt said he did a 23andMe. He 23% black. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that going on once they approve reparations. Everybody gonna be black. You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't mad at you, man. You know? Hey, but yeah, also this brother is he's the host. Thursday's comedy show.
Yeah.
K Ferg. Let me kill volume a little bit. It's Thursdays. It's an open mic comedy explosion. So if you can roll up in there, maybe I can pin you a few jokes and you can go in there and you know, walk in there and open mic.
No, I damn.
Put your self-love vision on there and stand up there.
That's
yeah.
a serious profession, bro.
No, I know, but open. You're right. I guess so. Yeah. And the cast that's in there are professionals. So this December 21st, 2023, with DJ, what does that say? DJ Lynn. But be cold, bro. Be cold. Gonna be in the building.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
Straight
From
up.
out there in UP. And then Marcus Shakes. 707 Halsted, y'all. It's out there in the Heights. So that's 707. Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Club. Yeah, I was there the last time. Didn't we go there when ain't that where we was? Me, you, and Kurt and Mark Aguirre was in there?
No, that was
you sure?
Halsted.
That was this is Halsted.
Well, so what's the
but
name
it wasn't
of
in the
place?
Heights. Yeah, I think it was, bro.
It wasn't? Yeah,
I have
what's
to
the name
ask
of
Kurt. Club, was it saying Club Lave? Let's get him in the building. He'll explain.
Yeah, that's
get him in the building.
Let's
get him in the building. Let's get him in the building. Yeah,
good.
bro, that's the spot we was at, man.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Bro, so this spot out in the Heights on Thursdays. What's the name of the club?
Lavu.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That is.
Is it owned by a black woman?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
the spot. That's crazy. Small world.
Yeah, it's got the patio on the back.
Yeah.
I mean, on the side. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And this is that place.
Nice
That's it.
Yeah. You know, I love places that got the patio, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can sit out there and, you know, smoke cigars. You know what I mean?
Great time.
Oh, man.
Great time. Also, the can you explain what the let me see what this is, because for some reason it won't come up. It says full bar and kitchen. It's the same event, probably. It's probably the same event. I think it is the same event. For some reason it's not coming up. I think I got to delete some stuff on my phone. I don't have enough data. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, is there anything you want to promote, like before we jump on? Anything you want to say about it?
Yeah. I'll be at Club Lavu this Thursday. It's hosted by comedian Marlon Mitchell. I believe B. Cole is gonna be on the show also, and my man Marcus Shake's gonna be on the show also. Then I've got December 23rd. I'm not exactly sure the address. I'll send y'all the thing. I'll pull it up in a second. But I got December 23rd. Let me pull it up while I'm doing that.
Yeah.
With Cherie Luckett.
That's
Cherie
what I was looking
Luckett
at.
and M Dubs. And Ballhead. Some very, very talented comedians.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Both
so I got those
shows.
like next two joints I got coming up. People, anybody want to come out and enjoy some crazy hot funny, you know what I mean? And come on out, check it out, check your boy out.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And then now we're gonna get into the funny side, because our conversation's been pretty serious. Which what we do, we take everybody through that, man. Whether you were, Michael Jordan sitting here, we're gonna ask him the same questions before we get into his lovely career. So I want to ask, what inspired you, bro, to become a comedian, and when did you start making folks laugh? Because I remember in Eddie Murphy, I think it was Raw, he showed his brother sat with us, but he showed he played back a clip in the beginning of Raw where he was entertaining his family, you know what I mean, and told a little joke or whatever. So did you have any moment like that, or when did you get into it?
So my entire family is funny. Everybody funny. My cousin Rodney Lunkins, who's also a comedian, and my brother Larry Ferg. Them two used to kill the family. Just cracking jokes, going back and forth, witty as all out, get up, just killing, man. Just hit everybody dying laughing. I just be like, yo, I want to make everybody laugh like that. I want to make people laugh like that. So anyway, that I'm seeing that's probably maybe somewhere around 15, 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, of course, I started getting funny myself, all of that. Then, I got all in the Martin and started losing my mind on all of that. And I just got funnier and funnier and funnier and funnier. And my mother asked me to do a comedy routine for my father's birthday party she was throwing him for my brother. It's a long story, but nevertheless, she asked me to, she threw him a black tie for a birthday party and asked me to perform at the birthday party. And I did.
Right, so it's going to be people there. Right, right.
I'm talking about smashed it,
Yeah.
right? But this family, right? You almost can't lose, right? But smash it. And my cousin came to me and was like, dude, you should do comedy. You should think about doing comedy and all that. So thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I would. So I got with my cousin Shinye, who lived across the street from me. Now, backstory on getting funny. So I started going over my cousin Shinye and Michelle house every day. And I pretty much got everybody just around me. And I'm just joking, joning, just, going, whoa, like I'm getting sharp and I'm loving it. He's silly as hell, whoa, this, I'm just doing all kind of whatever the hell to get these people to laugh. Like, you know what I mean? I'm doing it, talking about people, everything, right? Talking about people was my forte. That was my thing. Roasting people. That was my thing. When I tell you,
he wanted somebody to say spaz out of his show. I wish somebody would. I bet you was up there like, I wish somebody would make a comment during my live show.
You say doing what?
During your live show, you know how the people heckle? I'm sure you'd be like, oh, I wish somebody would.
Well, listen, there are comedians in this city that bring me to the stage and literally say to the audience, for your own safety, do not heckle this man. For your own safety, for you, not even whatever. We ain't gonna come out here and stop nothing. I'm just telling you, don't do it. I know how y'all get out. This ain't the one. You don't want to do that. And 9 times out of 10, people don't even try like they used to a while back. People don't even try no more. And I learned how to roast differently too. You know what I mean? Years and years in the game, perfecting your craft. You learn different techniques, how to roast up versus roasted down. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have known what you were talking about, but going through this experience, I caught Richard Pryor, who's from Illinois, Peoria, but late in his career, he was so smooth with it. They was roasting him, and he was so so I think I know what you're talking about. Like he was killing them, but he wasn't burying them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think out of respect for everybody else,
you were able to still get up and stand up and walk up out there with your lady or with your head up, right? But you got it good. You got it good enough that people could even bump you and laugh.
Correct.
But you got it right.
Correct.
They can still bump you and laugh, and you could.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, I see the evolution. I see the evolution of Rich.
Yeah, because it's a way that you can hit people where, you know, hey, man, people have ran on stages and everything. You know what I mean?
And he was on TV too. I'm sure if you know, you'd have caught him at 4 in.the morning. Because I heard Red Fox was gutted with it. They said, man, you ain't seen Red Fox till you seen him, like, you know what I mean? Like on the club scene, like they said, Red Fox boy cuss you out. But okay, now how do you see yourself? This might be a little. How do you see yourself? You know, I'm sure you know the history and the tradition of Black comedy. We're talking pre-Def Comedy Jam, but all of that is part of it. All of that is part of it. How do you, you know, where do you put yourself in that long line and legacy of Black comedy? And I'm thinking in America, but specifically in Chicago, bro. And before you say that, I just want to say, when you said your family is funny, bro, every time I come back to Chicago, I tell my wife and Tori and it, I'll be like, man, y'all don't know, just people funny in Chicago, just period, bro. Like, I live in LA and it's some funny cats, but nah, man, people in Chicago, like, just funny, bro. So then when you have somebody who's extra funny from Chicago, you be like, oh, yeah.
There's a difference.
It's a difference, yeah.
There's that, you just, right? You're like, hold up. You know what I mean? Hold up. Right? So.
You know what would be good, bro? You know how you said you killing with the Jonesing?
Yeah.
You just like setting people up, man, going around doing TikTok. You know how like people set people up, they put some nerdy looking white guy on the basketball court, and then somebody come out there and he busts their ass. They can have you just sitting out there like, you know, maybe dressed like a geek or whatever, just, you know, and just have somebody try you. You know what I mean? And just how you go in, bro.
Yeah, I heat up on that. I go so many different ways. My mind, I'll be like, where did I get that from? You know
right off the top, right? You looking at how people dress and everything. Yeah.
And you compute it in ways you don't even know how you computed it. And you, boom,
that's
boom,
like a
boom.
battle rapper, man. I wonder why comedians don't do that, man. Like, that's like you know what I mean? That'd be like some battles, bro.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
All right, but so, and then like what, maybe it'll be easier to compare yourself. Maybe it ain't because you're an artist. But like, where, you know, what's your style, and where do you think you fit in this long legacy of comedians in the Black community?
Man, I honestly, I believe, at least in Chicago, definitely, and there's so many other places too, right? Like my reach, my touch of people knowing who I am and knowing exactly what it is with me. They know, you know, my level of creativity is always different. You know what I mean? I'm giving you something that's like a little more creative and it's still gonna make you think and laugh your ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put a little. I'm putting some on it in that way. So in that regard, you set a bar. You know what I mean? You setting a bar on how y'all operate or what you put down and, you know, at what level or what's funny than just, you know, some point and look comedy, you know, some real structured material. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the biggest things is gonna ever be is like, yo, you talk about a writer of a dude who give you material with it. You know what I mean? And off the dome at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because what's his name? One of the Wayans, when you watch those old Eddie Murphy ones, I'm like, man, dude wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now you got, I thought I was on cam, my bad. Now you got cats who write and perform their own show, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so do you use ghostwriters, K Ferg? Or would you tell me if he did?
I don't, first of all, yeah, I would, because I don't think there's nothing wrong with using ghostwriters. I really don't think there's nothing wrong with using ghostwriters. Now, people call it ghostwriter, right? To me, it's like if you putting yourself out there as a writer, right? You're a writer. I still don't see nothing wrong with having other writers help you put the work together, right? Right? Because now you're talking about you putting in different experiences, mentalities, maybe you want different curves, twists, different things of that nature, right? So I just think in our community, we take so much stuff too far, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody goes right. Everybody got some, you know what I mean?
Had some material fed to him. Right. But
I mean, I
I'll
ain't
tell
gonna
you
say
this.
everybody, because there's a lot of people, you know, they writing, you know, they not playing no games, but they want to eliminate all that. That's a whole nother subject. But yeah, I don't see no real major with it. But yes, I would tell you if I do. But nah, I wrote for people. Ain't nobody ever wrote for me. I wrote for people. Ain't nobody ever wrote and been like, yo, you should do this. Like, nah, like I'm like, hey, and whoa, and be hollering. They, oh, okay, I'm on that. Whoa. Yeah, I
People
do
from
that.
Chicago are writing almost everything. I'm talking about raps, jokes, scripts, you know, and a lot of it do be on the go side, you know, but they getting that paper. So, you know, hey, you know, and getting that exposure. Kanye started with his beats, ghost producing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure. I mean, I ain't gonna say you gotta make sure. I'm gonna say that again, for me, everything is allowed the Most High to lead, but everything got to have a level of integrity to it, because I'm always representing my people, and certain things I'm just not gonna be a part of, because I'm not gonna be a part of somebody playing imagery with my people for some money or for some whatever. To, you know, that, like you said, you started earlier with, great kids see this. And this, you want them to see this. No, I gotta think like that. And you know, at the end of the day, hey man, I'm just saying, you know, people's perception is not everybody's reality, right? So people have all the perceptions of their own reality of whatever, and they have better to enjoy it, right? But
they own standards, right? Like if they don't want to cook their chicken all the way through, that's fine. I ain't got to eat it. I'm not gonna eat.
I don't have to. I don't have to eat that shit. That's not
right.
Death.
They're not preparing that for me.
Right.
So
it might be fine for them. Well,
but this is a good segue. What you just said, man. What role do you think? And if you can't overall do it for comedians, if you don't feel comfortable, maybe just for yourself, what role do you think the comedian has played for our community, man? Like, I mean, I'll speak on it as a fan,
okay.
But they you know they probably want to hear from you. You know what I mean? But then
but I'm interested to hear from you as a fan, because I think you got
for me, bro.
Perspective.
Yeah, for me, bro. Comedy cures all ills. So, I'll watch, man, South Park. Like if I'm sitting at, I'm just watching comedies. I'll watch old school comedies. Listen, it just makes me feel good. So life presents itself for me, and it could be dramatic. Life is a stage. So comedy has always been my place to just literally let go, right? And
Right.
and when the comic is talking political, whatever it is, it might be not politically correct. I
Right.
don't care. If it's making me laugh, but like the coonery, I don't get into that. There's some stuff that's just not funny, and I think you was hitting on that. Savages just to be saying it's just not funny, and it has no overarching message to it. It's just, put on a
Buffoonery.
dress and everybody goes pistol whip each other and call your mother fat. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff is like, yeah. So for me, it's been relief, man. Like lifesaver, at times, bro. Um, yeah, for me, like I can't watch soap operas and serious stuff because I really get into it. So I'd rather like heal myself and watch something super funny. If it's not educational, I'll watch something super funny. And ideally, if it's funny and educational, now we right there. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Right.
the now
You gotta come see my show when we start back up. I got a show that I'm doing in the West Loop, 1132 West Grand. It's called Laughing in the Loop. So yeah, you're gonna have to come check that out and see. Like, so like when I'm booked to do somebody's show, I'm going through a show a particular way, right? I'm going through it on the stand-up comic on the show, but this show that I'm doing, Laughing in the Loop, I'm hosting, so that gives me a more opportunity to get into the room versus getting into just the jokes. So I think you'll enjoy the show.
Yeah, because all right. So what's his name?
You gonna have to remind me of that one, bro, because 9 is in he's in
Cali.
Inglewood,
But
California.
I come to the shop, but yeah,
It's coming right up, ain't it? When you say, when is that show again?
My show that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
that's gonna be January 7th at 1132 West Grand.
So
1132 West
Grand. So Chappelle and other dude, Cat Williams. Okay. So for me, like, bro, I don't get into what's the little dude from LA, man? Kevin Hart. I mean, people love him. I'm not hating on him. I can't. I don't. But man, you give me some Chappelle when he be doing this thing. It's like it feel like more grown man stuff, like, and I can relate to it, and it's funny though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But so now I ask a question for you, like, what do you think the role is, or your role as a comic, however you want to answer?
What do I think my role is?
The comic's role is, in the community.
What is a comedian's role?
Yeah, or obligation or responsibility.
In the community.
Yes.
To be a truthful pastor.
Love it. Love it. Wow.
Yeah.
To go through the churches, to bear his soul for the community and be a truthful pastor.
I think it's amazing. Like, I would love to see I was asking questions like, why aren't doctors and nurses trained comedians? I mean, of course, they never could be as good as y'all because it just is like it takes their training to do what they do. But to have some knowledge of it, man, like it just seems like comedy isn't being used in our society, bro, the way it could be used to bring smiles to faces and heal people, bro. I just think we're missing a lot, man. Like cancer wards, prisons, like, man, people are in jail having people laugh. Do you know how funny you have to be? Well, to an extent, maybe you could say on one hand, oh, they'll laugh at anything. They don't have stimulation. But to be able to make a depressed person, you know what I'm saying? laugh out loud. And that's going on, man. And I think that in our society, we've devalued for some reason, because it wasn't like this. I checked the history of it. Comedians used to sit next to kings, bro.
Period. Yep. The kings, the food kept the king amused, kept a lot of stuff from happening. A lot of BS.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
laughter.
I don't think that there's a correlation between the comedian and the gesture. I think that is you all's perception. Comedians don't take on comedians, don't. Right? Because we're comedians, not clowns. We don't step into just like what our thing is more, it's so crafty. It's so crafty. Like, we don't really, the comedian is really the one when you go in the back room after the Joker went out there and entertained the people and did all of that, right? Comedian is the one in the back room with the people in the huddle whispering his jokes about the shit he just saw.
Say, hey, and
that's what a comedian is. We not
that was Bernie
Mac.
I mean? That was Bernie Mac all day, boy.
Hey man, come on, man. Hey, that's come on, man. That's
when you hear comedians talk about Bernie, like, you know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying? Like he had them rolling. Like man, the good ones always go, man. They always go, man.
He was preparing for his tour at Kennedy King. I was the sound engineer there, and he on that stage, bro. Them preparing for that tour, man. It was hilarious. But one of the funniest people on the whole set was one of his dancers. I can't think of her name. She wasn't even a comedian, but anybody say anything out of step.
Was she from Chicago or you don't know?
Yes, she was from
That's
Chicago.
The stuff I'm
she was
talking
one of the
about.
macaronis.
Yeah.
She was one of the macaronis. And man, she let Bernie have it.
But there's a difference, bro. Just like there's a difference between playing street ball and then playing in an organized game with refs. There's a difference between just being naturally funny.
Yes.
And then being able to stand up in front of people.
And man, it's a complete
and put
difference.
on a show. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, it's professionalism. It's
Like
a whole
you thought
craft.
you was funny.
That's
Right.
why you said something about penning me some jokes and me coming up on your open mic.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
like,
pin
oh,
you
no,
some
no,
jokes.
no.
You know,
pin
get
them,
Tory 3
No,
minutes,
no,
K
no,
Ferg. You know what I'm saying? Give him 3 minutes.
No,
I got him.
You know what I'm saying?
Varnell Hill, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Let him get his feet wet. You know. And once they tell him you knew, you gonna get 1 minute of a pass. But all right, man. Let me move on because we taking this brother's time. Well, that was a good answer though. How has coming up in Chicago shaped or affects your material or content creation?
Man. Chicago is so segregated in so many different ways. It's just constant pieces broke down. Like
facts.
So it's navigating through that make you more adaptable to stuff, make you more quick-witted, make you more observant, make you more alert. So those things that you get other people funny, but they not getting this full exposure of Chi-Town. Everybody funny in Chicago. Everybody slick mouth in Chicago. Everybody woo woo woo. Everybody woo. Everybody, every fucking body. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I'm saying? He ain't finna get nothing because of that. He's like, oh yeah, that's my man. He a comedian. I'm a comedian too. Where you been on stage?
Yeah, we can do everything in Chicago. You ain't lying about that.
Yeah. I don't give a understand what you walking in.
Or how about this one?
Somebody,
How about this one, bro? You funny? Tell me a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Oh, you funny? Tell me a joke.
Right. I'm not that kind of funny. I'm not
soon
goofy funny.
As soon as they do that, but as soon as they do that, I ain't gonna lie, that's my thing. As soon as they do that, I'm like, what you do? So somebody like, I'm a plumber. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fix one of these pipes. Shit.
Right.
Take the time and the place is.
Right.
Take the time and the place is.
Right. Right. Yeah, the washer. Change the washer in the sink. Right. Right.
Right.
Prove you a plumber.
Take the time and the place is.
Right. Hey, and then the plumber might say, I'll do it if you pull some money out, and the comedian might say the same thing.
It's a show now.
No doubt.
All right, all right. So you say Chicago, all right, is affected. All right. Now, I said earlier, laughter is the best medicine. For me personally, that's what does it. So I want to ask you both, man. Why don't y'all think this isn't taught? First of all, can it be taught? As a trade or as a like in schools, they're telling you he's a class clown and shut up and and why isn't it taught, bro?
It is taught.
Go ahead.
If there's schools you can go right now and learn it. But
okay.
You can't never. You're not gonna. It's not something to be taught. Yeah, people don't put the money together and put together these schools and figure out techniques,
timing, and such. But
sit your ass down.
I think what he's saying. Yeah, I think I know what he's saying. It's in
exactly
you. It can be cultivated.
It can be cultivated.
It can't be taught.
Absolutely, it can definitely be cultivated.
Yeah.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Can't be taught.
That's what I think too, man. I swear, man, I was living in LA and then I had moved back to the Chi, man. My first year back, I was laughing everywhere I went, man. I'm like, yeah, you just doing business with somebody. The lady at the CTA taking your ticket at the Metro, just funny. Say something to somebody, I'd be like, oh, y'all don't realize how funny y'all are. They looking at me like, you calling me. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I see some people and know that Creator is the greatest comedian. I'll be looking around because I'll be
just
all
on
over
site.
the place. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but our people are funny, man. Hey, I think it has to do with the trauma too, bro. Laughter and sometimes it's a response to trauma.
Cures the soul.
Yeah. Which
I don't know. I think it's like okay. So the only way to heal is through the truth. Everything gonna go through the truth, right? So even though they saying some stuff in here that maybe when it went down at that time, it was painful, that it was hard, or that it was whatever the case may be, right? Because people living in full truth, and you're gonna share likeness and similarities, right? So, but you putting those different things down. And that's giving a person a chance to breathe and relieve over some of that, right? Maybe stop embracing that so hard. Maybe stop, just kind of free up, relax, think a little bit different. Did you look at it this way? Well, because, when you can sit there, when a person don't know your real true situation, you know what I mean? And they speaking on different things. So that's why you got to have a lot of different topics. You want to talk about different views. You want to, expound everything, have fun with it, because it's a lot of like, just come on, man. Oh, you got me ready to about tell 9 jokes. I'm like, no.
and I probably would have, and it probably would have happened had you not said that. You know what I mean? Right. It probably just would have naturally started happening.
Yeah, I know. I caught myself. Yeah, I'm gonna go all in that material, but yeah.
Tori hear it all the time. You're a rapper, rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what are you?
Yeah.
Are you an A&R? Are you a producer? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I rapping for you? You know, right? Right.
I could do it, you know what I mean? But it's my craft. It's not just going to.
I'm not your prostitute. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Right. You just giving me orders, right.
Yeah.
One thing I left out 9 is he lives in South Shore,
Oh.
Right. I could walk to his crib.
Oh yeah. He
About
over east.
five to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to. I think, can we X that part out? You don't have to put that in there, do you?
No, nobody know what that means because nobody know where I stay.
Nobody but anybody from Chicago. The hell?
They still don't know where I stay.
Right, no, but you're right. Yeah, we could let you down. Yeah, we could let you
Let's
down.
just say you narrowed down the city an awful lot. Let's just say that.
South side. South side or west side. All right, but all right, let's do this. We had a poll question, bro, and then I want to just run through these esoteric questions. I think you'll like these esoteric questions. Love to hear it from a comic. But we did a poll on our channel, and let me see here. We go to it. And the poll question, K Ferg, was unity. All right. It said the comedian is, and then ... We left it open. One option was a genius. Second option is a fool. Third option is a gift. Fourth option is necessary. Fifth option, unsure. Now, 36%, which is the highest respondent, said genius. And it does take genius, bro, because a comedian, the great ones can make any walk of life laugh, bro. That's how universal it is when you get good at it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like George Carlin could be in doing a stand-up, rest his soul, and Cabrini Greens, and would have had them people laughing, just like you could go to Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? And
because it's
universal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you're doing it right. Not you, but if they're doing it right. But 36%, and that takes genius. That's pure genius. 36% says that a comedian is genius. 18% said a fool. Well, that's not me. 27% said the comedian is a gift. So, favorably, 36% said genius, 27% said gift. So you're already, over 66% favorably. 0% said necessary, and 18% said unsure, which I find fascinating. And some people don't have a sense of, they don't have that funny bone in them. God made all types. Do you think that's true? Do you think you can make anybody laugh?
Do I think I can make anybody laugh?
Yeah. You see them.
Absolutely.
They got the business suits on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I always win. I always win. I always win. I think I'm ready to get him. I'm going to get him.
That's a TikTok, bro. I'm telling you, that should have gone viral. Go around making angry face people laugh. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get him.
All right. So everybody's got a funny bone. All right. But what would your response be to that question?
What do I think the comedian is?
Genius, fool, a gift, necessary, or unsure? Unsure. 18% said they're unsure.
I'm gonna go with a gift.
Self Love. What would you go with? I'm asking Tori what he would select.
Man, genius.
Yeah, I can lean towards genius and a gift.
I appreciate that.
I'm both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But genius, because man, it's a whole profession. It's a whole situation, and it takes
the
art creativeness and being on top of your craft that I can admire as an artist, as a writer, and the
because
craft.
they're
I
exposing
respect it.
themselves every time it's like they're
Yeah.
getting naked every time they come out and start doing their thing.
Yeah, more than
Yeah.
most musicians, so
Yeah.
just for that.
But they say, bro, if you're not like being a comedian is like tuning up an instrument. In other words, if you're not out there, bro, like testing your craft and going to comedy clubs every now and then, just staying sharp. Because some actors do it here in Hollywood. They do theater.
Yeah.
You can get rusty. Like they say, like it'll take Eddie Murphy 4 or 5 years before he could probably go on tour again.
Mm-hmm. I don't, one thing about me is that, yeah, I definitely get in spots and so forth, but I don't hammer them like I used to. You know what I mean? I don't hammer them, staying all in them, all of that. Like, it's a whole nother mindset between all of that, constantly watching promoters get paid off your craft and your talents, your abilities. And, you steady out night after night, spending money in clubs and bars, but, waiting to go up and, rocking people joints, falling through and all of that. And, you spending money, but you're not
being properly compensated. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it. You say,
you watching
say,
it like,
you say, I'm not the,
yo,
I'm
book
not
me,
the fool.
man. Go ahead, you know what it is. You say what?
You say, I'm not the fool. I'm not the fool.
Yeah. A lot of the buffoonery. Nah, I'm gonna steer clear. But I'm gonna steer clear. We talked about that earlier. We said that.
Mm-hmm.
I said that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I know which way I'm not going.
All right, so we're gonna jump to these esoteric questions real quick, K Ferg. All right, so you mentioned being 7. You said you were 7 or 9 years old. So this one's called the Self Love Time Machine. So imagine you might be sitting at your mom or your grandmama's table. You 8 years old, but you blowing the candle out because you're turning 9. Your family got you at the kitchen table, and they like, K Ferg, make a wish, blow out the candle. And you say in your mind that you want to meet your adult self as you are now. That's what you said you want to do. You made that wish and you blew out the candle. Now, time is suspended. Nobody else can see, because, it's just you and you. What do you say to your 9-year-old self?
Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody. Nobody's going do shit.
Hey, self, he gonna be like, not even me.
No, I ain't gonna say not even me. I'm talking to me. What do you mean? I'm talking to me.
Oh man, I'm just thinking about if I saw myself and that's what he said to me. But go ahead, bro. Like, this is heavy. Go ahead.
Man, listen. Nobody trust me.
Wow. Okay.
Trust me.
All right.
It's gonna save you a lot of pain. Trust me. It's gonna save you a lot of pain. You're gonna move fast. Trust
me. Well said. All right, now recommend a book to the Self Love Nation.
Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James.
Stolen Legacy. All right. I haven't read that one. I think I've definitely heard of it. Recommend.
Yeah, we had it at the house. I read it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, excellent. I might have read it too. I've smoked so much. Well, maybe I didn't. But I could have read it. I'd be forgetting stuff I read, movies I saw. I do it a lot, don't I, Self? And then I'll buy the book or something. I'll be like, man, I already read that. All right, but recommend a Black-owned restaurant. It doesn't have to be in Chicago, but of course it can be.
Black-owned restaurant.
Yeah, some place I can go sit down with the wife. I mean, it could be fast food, but take the wife and support a Black business and eat good.
Jeez, sad as that is, drawing blank.
It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It don't have to be Chicago. It could be
it could be anywhere.
When
I'm really thinking about my guy on 87th Street. The Twins there. You know what I'm talking about?
Noobs on
yeah, Tori, you know the spot.
Twins, yeah.
On 80 Mickey's. No, it's not even
Mickey's. That's
it ain't Mickey's
Mickey's.
no more. It's dang.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yeah. It's right on 80th.
Changed it from Mick's?
Yep. It was Mickey's. What was the rest of it? Because that's the name of it now, the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
I got to hold on. Let me go and figure.
All right. Well, he's doing his research.
I know what you're talking about. It's the Twins, though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right there on 87th Street.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with some yes or no questions. Is there a God?
Say it one more time.
These are yes or no questions. Is there a God?
Absolutely. That question.
Have you ever seen anything you'd consider supernatural? It's a loaded question.
What is the definition? Right. What is the definition of supernatural?
Well, in this instance, I'm thinking like anything from like another realm, another dimension, ghost or anything like that.
No.
All right. Have you ever seen an unidentified flying object?
No.
Have you ever seen an alien?
No.
Did man walk on the moon ever, and specifically during the Apollo program?
I doubt it.
Yes or no? Remember, your great-grandkids could be looking at this.
No.
That's heavy, man. Most people say no, and it's weird that most people say no. It's weird.
No.
It's really weird to me. All right. Yeah, it looks like that show Lost in Space. But Self, you got some data for us? What's the data?
Retro Grill.
Retro Grill. Retro
Yep,
Grill,
right
87.
on 81st in Stony.
Oh, 81st. Oh, it's on Stony. All right. Stony. Yeah, it's a great thoroughfare. All right. All right. So we did that. So here's the magic box question. All right, here we go. Imagine if Tori had a magic box, right? It was made out of this, acacia wood, all this expensive wood, old wood, and it had a singular red button on the top of it. Now, K Ferg, God forbid, that a person or the person whom you would struggle, having big difficulty living without, contracted a rare, painful, terminal illness that they were suffering daily from. I mean, screaming, that type of thing. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Hitting the button for the morphine and still it's not enough. What if Tori over there informed you that, man, dog, all you got to do is, remember that box I gave you? That's all you got to do, bro. So all you got to do is just open it up, press that red button, and your loved one would be 100% out of pain and cured. But, bro, it's a big but a person who you do not know and you would never know would then suffer the same fate as your loved one was suffering, screaming in agony and pain to their loved one. Do you, K Ferg? Do you smash that button?
I would ask a question.
Go ahead.
I would say, the person who loves that person is doing the hollering and the screaming, are they gonna get a chance to smash the button too?
Wow. You gotta ask Tori if he gave him a box.
because if they get a chance to smash the button too,
it can line you right up, right?
Hey, you know what I say? Hey, in this matrix, everybody choose they path, and they gonna choose that, and we're choose to be able to be saved by it. So for
Right,
us
the
to
button
come
could be
into
a
this
placebo.
simulation,
Yeah.
come into this simulation, it's a simulation. We
Hold on.
choose like parts of our path.
But we ain't gonna
That's
let
all
K
I'm
Ferg,
saying.
we ain't gonna let him dodge this question. So I'm gonna say this, bro. Nobody's ever asked that though. It's a good question. No, but the person won't necessarily no, they won't know. No, they won't, right? So they won't have the box. Tori only gave the box to you. That's it. Once you press it, the box is destroyed. It no longer has any use. But that random person could be on the other side of the world. But you'll never meet him. Your family will never meet him. Is gonna suffer. You know what I mean? Do you push the button? Before you answer, I used to ask people this who rode in my Uber. Half of them say they push that button. Half of them say they won't. Me and Tori, half of us say we'll push the button. Half of us say we won't. I say on this show, it's about maybe 60.
We have added a whole lot to the
to the scenario.
Yeah, so but yeah.
I'm pushing the button.
Pushing the button. Here's a question, Self. If it's me, I feel like, I said I wouldn't push the button, but what if it's me in agony and Tori came in there? Yeah, man, all you gotta do is push this button and you good. It seems like I'm more likely to push the button in. Like, you mean that's all I gotta do? Was this
get up on your deathbed and be like,
if once he tell me that, I'm choking him out for not pushing the button.
For not pushing it, not telling you earlier.
I'm choking. What you mean, fool?
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, that's fair. All right, so here's our last question before we play a game. The game only takes 1 minute. Here's our last question. K Ferg, what is the meaning of life?
Gratitude. Learning more and more and more gratitude. Embracing gratitude. The present. It's called the present because it's the gift. It's the gift of presence. It's the gift of presence. Is the gift. Everything else is blessings and more blessings. And we get caught up in so much of what somebody else say that you are versus what you are. Jay-Z said it best, you are who you was. You was who you was before you got there.
Yeah, that's why he said, what'd he say? They said they made a hove. I say, okay, so make another hove.
Make another one. Go. You tried a couple times. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I need that. My bad. That.
Man, that was one of his dopest lines, boy. Hey, but all right, here we go. So this game is called the Self Love Arc. It's an arc because Noah had to get a pair. So what we're gonna do is give you a pair of items. All you have to do is choose one of the two that you would prefer over the other. So you're gonna say the one that you like more than the other. This is like an inks blocks test, so you got to be quick with it, bro, because you only got 60 seconds to get through about 12 of these pairs. So, for instance, I might say Newports or Cools, and you can say Newports or you can say Cools or you can say pass. If you pass more than twice, you lose the game. You get a point for every one that you choose to answer, and you get 2 points for the bonus question. Got any questions?
Nope, not so far. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. South Side or West Side Chicago?
South Side.
Uncle Remus, Harold's Fried Chicken.
Harold.
Kobe Bryant or LeBron James?
Kobe.
Giordano's Pizza or Italian Fiesta Pizza?
Italian Fiesta.
Dr. Martin Luther King or Malcolm X?
Malcolm X.
Common or Black Thought?
Malcolm.
Common Sense or Black Thought?
Pass.
Nas's Illmatic album or Tribe Called Quest Low End Theory?
Man, what is this?
You got one more pass.
What is this?
That was two.
Tribe.
Okay.
No, he only passed one. Okay.
Right,
He said Tribe. Yeah, he didn't pass on that. All right. He's Low End Theory, boy. Ooh. All right, here we go. Anarchy or tyranny? Bunch of pookies gunning up and down the street with the Klan behind them, everybody smacking each other around, and there's no laws, or the Gestapo?
Tyranny.
All right, here we go. Oath breaking cop. All right. He can knee you out. He's kneeing you out like George Floyd. Or the carjacking pookie. He's carjacked the Kia and drove down the street and smashed it to somebody's property. He doesn't have any insurance or anything.
Wait, say that one more time.
All right, the oath-breaking cop, who might knee you out like George Floyd and, break his oath. Or the carjacking pookie who just carjacked a Hyundai or stole a Hyundai and crashed into the side of your mom's house and doesn't have any insurance or any parents to pay for anything. Which one?
The cop.
Hey, coach is gonna love this. All right, here we go. You got three more. B.I.G. or Tupac Shakur?
I know where you're going with that one.
The Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac Shakur?
Tupac.
Okay. Justin Fields or Caleb Williams? Justin Fields or USC?
Justin Fields.
Took him a minute. He was processing. Took him longer to decide than Justin decides who he's throwing to. Hey, I love Justin, boy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Last one, bro. This is the big one. No, it ain't. One more and then the big one. All right, Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, some of these he can't answer. I get it. That's man, bro. I couldn't answer that. And I love Eddie. His brother was on the show. Don't get me wrong, but man. All right, here we go. Hey, Eddie coming out with on Netflix. They coming out with what's the name again? Beverly Hills Cop. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, but
yeah, it's like 4 or 5. All right, here we go. This is the big question, bro. You've got no more passes. All right. Build the border wall or a complete open border system? 2 points. Build the wall, get out there with Donald Trump, had the immigrants build it themselves and make them pay for it somehow, or, put Biden on the thing. And, is anybody coming in? See the papers? Is anybody down here?
That's just like asking me which one do I want to be shot at, my right foot or my left foot.
And that's the American election for anybody outside of
wow.
Yes, that's how it's been. Definitely the last 30
come down
years.
to you have to answer too with the passes that were definitely had to be passed. I mean,
he said your left thumb or your right thumb. You know what I mean? It's like, oh.
Right. What do you mean?
Hey, I think he's going to be the first person to lose the game. So we've had 2 passes. We never had 3. Yeah, would you like to run through it again and reconsider, or you gonna answer build the wall or an open border system? If you had those choices,
I'm gonna have to say open border system.
He's a humanitarian, but he'll push that damn button. he'll push
You
that
better
button.
believe that. I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Yeah. All right. So that was a good one, man. That was a good one. That was great, man. So I don't know if there's anything you want to cover or any big ups or shout outs you want to give, bro. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put out shorts. We put out shorts and clips from time to time from the different interviews, bro. So yeah.
And man, use this, as a vehicle, bro.
That's what's up. Tag me in it, man. Tag me in stuff that y'all posted. Even if it's on YouTube, tag me on YouTube. It's Funny Ferg, all one word, Funny Ferg. Yeah.
Okay.
On YouTube. So tag me in what y'all doing.
No doubt. You use it too. Just promote it because you say, "Hey, I got a whole interview here." Bam.
He was
beautiful situation.
It was hilarious, but he weighed my man coming in and out his crib, took his money gambling, and put him on the scale on his way out the crib. That shit was really, that was genius. And
he stole. He weighed everybody coming in,
but he stole somebody else's trophy. Like the brilliance in that, like you know what I mean? You stealing somebody's trophy, bro.
My trophy? What you gonna do with it?
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna be like, oh, look what I won.
Trophy.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, look what I just won. I just got
your name or something. And be...
It's a trophy generation too, so But yeah, bro, you got any shout outs, big ups, or anything else you want to cover as we wrap it up?
Yeah, man. Like I said, starting January 7th, you can catch me at 1132 West Grand. It's a restaurant. We do it with a club setting in the back. We do shows back there. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. I'm trying to remember the tag for it. It's Laughing in Chicago on Eventbrite.com. So you can get your tickets on there. And yeah, come on out, man. It's a dope show. It's a dope show. It's gonna be every Saturday starting back up. We just kind of taking a hiatus for Christmas and all of that. And yeah, gonna have a nice little year dig coming for you. Before that was called the Kinky Comedy Show. It was crazy hot too. But
no doubt, I remember conversations at the gig.
Hey, your boy something. He say tyranny. 12. K Ferg, wow, man.
Yeah.
He's the Law and Order comedian. He's the Law and Order comedian. Yeah, that's what he is, the Law and Order comedian. Who he picked? Yeah, he wasn't picking that carjacking Pookie. Because you see it all the time. They be doing 100 down 67th Street.
Man.
Can't stop at the stop sign because they, then stole a Kia and can't even drive and crash into the side of the house, man. Nothing to pay.
But do the math. That same cop, that same officer, I'm taking the mentality, right? That one being in comparison to the whole mentality of all of that, right?
I got what you're saying.
Which one do more harm to my community? That other one than this Pookie dude, because my pops move a little different when he pulled over bound. Well, he not treated in a, treated in a certain manner, or just, so many different aspects of that can keep going wrong with your women, your children, so many different things. This right here, it go down and happens. And at the end of the day, who wants either one, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You keep asking me, which foot do I want to get shot at?
Well, that's why your example I gave you was a Newport and a cool. You know, that should have told you what you was up against because you're sitting there like,
You
I don't
say what?
necessarily want either. That's why I
Yeah.
told you your opposite. Remember, I gave you an example. I said Newport or cool, you know, cigarette,
right,
you know.
right.
A lot of cats be like,
Yes.
neither one. So yeah, you're gonna be up against it in that one, you know.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no
Right.
problem picking Harold's over Uncle Remus.
No,
You
he's
know?
Southside. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, look, y'all be choosing sides, and that's why everything's going on in Old Block and Parkway Gardens right now. Because
No,
that's
I
what
mean
y'all
a
do.
lot of
If the food is better,
Chicago,
it's better. Doesn't matter what
but,
side of the
I mean,
town.
a lot of Chicago are used to certain tastes, and
No, I hear
generally,
you. I hear you.
you know, it's separated by that. I mean, my people came south and then went west and then back south. You know what I mean? And there's
I'll ask
just a
y'all something.
different test. I mean,
Kurt's,
because of what
Kurt's,
happens.
Kurt's fried chicken or Uncle Remus? Kurt's with the boss sauce.
I take
right over there on 75th, right on the edge of the town.
Personally, that ain't where the original one. It was on.
Yeah, I know.
81st, and Cottage.
Man, they used to give you three wings, some fries, and some bread for 99 cents.
Right there. That was on 75th Street. But the Kurt's old Cottage, man, was that
K
was
Ferg,
really
they used to
fire.
give you
Before
three
they bottled the
wings,
sauce.
some fries, and for 99 cents, bro.
Yeah.
And a piece of
Yes,
bread.
sir.
That was,
Yes,
boy,
sir.
we lived in there.
Man.
Did we, Self?
Yeah. Go right down there, and then
We ain't got no chicken. We go in there. We ain't got no more fries either. What are y'all doing? Serving bread and dipping it in the
sauce? What the hell? What's going on with the sauce? What is in that Kurt sauce? That man. Hey, because it was before they started putting it in the store.
Baby, this is a drug. They try to tell us, baby, it's a drug front after 2. You know what I'm saying? 2 a.m., baby. Y'all keep coming here looking for chicken and shit. These people ain't in here. They you know, shit. This is trucker fried chicken.
Bro.
Right. Oh man, good time.
They used to sell so many wings, bro. Yeah.
We used to go there and get 3 of them. They're each. Yeah. Good times, boy. Good times. Good times, boy. Used to have to keep that pole, boy. He keep that pole on the ready, man. And we go in there.
Yeah. I always had that.
You looking back on it all, was it worth the chicken? If you got to go down there and have your pole out, you know, there's things we deal with in Chicago.
I ain't ate chicken in a long time, and so no.
We used to go to Time Fiesta, had a thing. I like, is it worth it? Was it worth it?
The whole Kurt's experience helped me stop eating chicken altogether. So
this what y'all gonna do. Now y'all gonna,
I guess
now
I'm
y'all
grateful.
Gonna now y'all finna turn this into this. This what y'all gonna do. Y'all
right. Now your grandkids got
they
talk about
learn about
I'm
Kurt's
about
and
to
all
go
of
heat
that.
me up some chicken right now. This was
He eats chicken, I just don't.
Hey, K Ferg, but yeah, man, thank you so much, man. We don't kick nobody out. Welcome to the Give Back gang. You know, we feel like healthy people heal thy people. And instead of get back, you know, we need to change the mindset in our communities to give back, you know. And so welcome to the Give Back gang, bro. We appreciate you doing this, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all having me on here, man. It's a good time, man. Good energy, good vibe, good conversation.
It always
Have fun
is.
with y'all, man.
Appreciate
Have
you.
fun. We'll come back another time and
Yeah, come anytime.
Man.
Hey, he ever met Leon? You know Leon on GCI? Rogers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said, yeah, man, him graduated the same high school, same time, Eisenhower, like same, like he's sitting next to me. Yeah, he know me. Yeah, he know me. We've been trying to get him on the show. I got his number, man. That nigga won't. Never mind. We'll talk about it. You know. Yeah, got his number because we.
See.
Go ahead. Yeah, don't do it on here. But yeah, no, I got his number. I got his number.
No,
you know?
I'm just saying, don't say that part. Never say that part.
Right.
Just know that it will. That's it.
Yeah. Much love. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's love. Power of the word. Power of the word. Love, honor, respect, brother.
Respect.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Knew this was gonna be a great conversation.
Well, you always got the guys, man. They come in, man. They got their perspective, bro. You know what I'm saying? You always got the guys that come in, man. I love their perspective. It's always nothing but love, bro. Nothing but love. You know?
All the time, man. All the time. Had a good time with y'all, man.
Appreciate it. Likewise, bro.
One.
Yeah. One love, brother. Love, honor, respect.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was, how do I say, magnanimous, would you say?
Yeah. I mean, expansive. Great perspective and, different in some ways, very similar to our whole thought, but a growth is part of the Borg.
Yeah, and and I'm gonna have to send him my research. I don't think he fully embraces the genius of the fool. That's why he said gift. You know what I mean? Because he thinks it's more of a clown, and
that's not what we were saying.
Man, they be ruling the world. They were swaying kings. Yes, they were making decisions in their own brilliant way. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they were stopping wars and stuff like that. Right. They were rich too. Some of them were rich. They were part of the king's court.
Yeah, I think that the word gesture and the clown fit that's on is,
yeah, but look at him. But look at the mathematics.
I know.
Did you see the mathematics
I get all
he's
that.
doing?
I get all that.
I'm
It's
sure you see it.
The genius of it.
That's calculus or something he's doing. I don't know. You did math. I didn't do it. Once I got the calculus, I literally.
That's psychobabble. Actually, it's a combination of
it's nonsense.
Geometry, algebra, and some of the formulas are. So it's a mixture.
Well, I asked AI to generate a picture of the fool doing calculus, and AI was like, "That's very interesting." They rarely say that, and let me see what I can come up with. And that's what it came up with. I'm like, "Yeah,
amazing."
You see that? Because nobody would expect that. Go ahead, so.
The pointy nose,
Yeah, I tried to find.
I mean, the genius of the whole situation. Comedians. That's a whole craft that to master that takes.
So if you could be on the block
sometime.
making
And
the
I
chief
know I'm
laugh,
funny.
and the chief won't shoot you. Yeah, you're funny. And the chief won't shoot you because you're able to craft a joke around it.
Yeah. I'm funny, but I'm not gonna get up there and stand on the stage and
throw out some one-liners, huh?
Right. I mean, I can be. I mean, I can follow a script. You know what I'm saying? But
read the thing.
Not the craft and the level.
The delivery. It takes
man, and what to say and how to say it. It's
the timing, the inflection.
Yes. It's a craft.
Reading the crowd, you know what I mean? But they said your boy, he couldn't answer the Eddie Murphy one. That's fair. Was it Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle? Yeah, that's fair.
Man.
And looking at the age he is, it seems like it'll be a hard question for him to answer that because he's younger than us. It seems like it'll be a hard question for him to answer.
I think he's studied the craft. I mean, being from a whole funny family, trying to separate himself and seeing some of his tendencies.
If I had to look at it, so Eddie Chappelle was more of the fool than Eddie, right? And I mean, speaking of power is what I'm saying. Preaching to power and Eddie was more of just a straight out make you laugh, entertainer, crack jokes, you know what I'm saying? Kind of Eddie is to comedy what Biggie is to hip hop, as opposed to, and Dave Chappelle would be what Tupac was to hip hop, and you can like them both. Do you know what I mean? And so Biggie was just an entertainer, and where Pac was more so, maybe sometimes he'd risk the shaking your booty and the dancing and the hit record to talk about, oppression, stuff like that. Biggie didn't take those risks.
Yeah, both of those two, it is really such a harsh comparison because they were so young that we don't even know where they were going or what they would do. Either one of them. I mean,
he picked Kobe over LeBron, Self. Did that surprise
yeah,
you?
no.
And that's what I was saying. Everybody started comparing LeBron to Jordan all of a sudden. I'm like, when did he pass Kobe?
You know, Kobe played 20 years.
And Kobe played against LeBron and dominated him. You know, dominated him.
He's got
It was a
5
long time before LeBron even won a game against him.
He's got 5 championships, and
Yeah.
And
It's sidetracked here. But all right, Self. We do need to answer that riddle. But let me before that, what you say? What you say?
Oh, I didn't even put it in there. I was.
Oh, you came up with the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
It was. Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So this is a great conversation with Chicago's comedian K Ferg, who shared his insight and experiences as a Black comedian and entertainer in Chicago. We learned about his journey and how he uses his platform to celebrate and amplify the voices of our people. He's a true example of how many Black comedians can have a positive and powerful impact on Black culture. Um, Big ups to our newest silverback. We're going to get our silverback reparations now. And the latest member of the Self Love Nation's exclusive uh, gang. Okay. I'm going to catch a RICO case. And it's the Give Back Gang for any feds out there listening. All right. We're a gang and we give back charity. That's what we do. All right. You got a problem with that? Who cares? If you have any feedback, questions, concerns, corrections, or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to contact us in the comments, or you can call or text 424-900-6945. That number is absolutely troll 100%. Yeah,
100% troll free, because trolls get holes around here, homie.
That's right. We'll make you famous. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Let's go viral.
Yeah. But we'd love to hear from the non-trolls and learn more about your thoughts and opinions and concerns. Remember, ask not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for our culture. As always, question everything. The Self Love Show ain't Kansas, Dorothy. Peer down those rabbit holes and do your own research. Use caution, because sometimes when you stare into the abyss, something's going to stare right back at you. You better be prepared for that. Self-love, honor, and respect, peace, and love. All right, so let's get to it. The riddle. You guys know the riddle. It's in the chat. And let's see, he put an answer somewhere. Confirm. Look at that. Yeah, he's right. How'd you come up with that? So the answer is vowels, you guys, like A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
I was off screen a lot because I was staring at.
Yeah, you were off screen. Yeah.
And
what happened? Did it just
finally it clicked in when I stopped watching it? When you mentioned it, I knew what it was.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. I didn't think you,
but because I think I knew it before that, actually. But you mentioned it again, and that's when it really clicked in.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't think anybody was gonna get that one, bro. That's crazy.
I could not see the until I stopped looking at it, because I was.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a sense of information around us all, and if you're sensitive to it or you ask for it, you can receive it.
Facts. That's facts, Self. In the office, we were doing some training, and they did it through Pictionary, and that's what I told our team. And once I told them that, we started coming back. Yeah, would have won, but they cheated. But you're right. I was like, you can be thinking about and giving off the image of what it is you're trying to draw, what the word is, and we can pick up off of that. And I was like, as long as you believe it and you guys believe it,
That's
man, we went on a
part of
run.
ESP. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
It's studying somebody, focusing on what they
Yes.
think, and are you sensitive to that to see what's going on and learn how to operate in that.
Or you with your girl or your kids or something, and let's go. McDonald's is a bad example because I know you wouldn't say it, but let's go to McDonald's. And then you're like, man, I was just about to say that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. We do it all the time, more than we're aware of.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Everybody doesn't, though.
Just like you could pick up vibes on people. You know, just because like somebody looks like a criminal, and they could be a criminal or a homeless or whatever it is, they could be all of that, but there's vibes when they're not vibrating any of that, right? You know what I mean? And you can pick up on that. Hey, what's going on, bro? You know, and and there's other times when the vibration is the different energy, and it's like,
yeah.
For
some, because they're, everybody's got a percentage of frequency, and the equal and opposite exist in this simulation.
Yeah. I've been telling people's kids now when I meet them, welcome to planet Earth. A lot of people are telling you this is simulation, but they're going to tell you that. But I was like, me personally, I believe this is base reality. But I do say, but you guys are all a pigment. I say pigment of my imagination out there. If I'm not here, you guys don't exist. The baby.
None of this exists.
But the babies be listening to every single word. So.
Of course, they're in theta. Are you kidding me?
What do you say? Information coming in from this guy with dreadlocks? Yeah, man. Self and they
soaking that in, bro.
Yeah, they parents be looking at like,
yeah, because a lot of times parents, unbeknownst to you, learn a lot from you because you talk to these people in theta like they're adults.
Yes, like they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant adults. You talk to them like, because I'm a witness, because I'm like,
yeah, even with your kids, when they were younger, you just talk to them.
I'm saying before I had children, I saw you do that. And I'm like,
and the kids, they just stop, don't they? But they don't turn away. They just be sitting there looking, just absorbing the information.
I really know that it's how I was treated. Like I could speak when I was 2 years old, and nobody was like, "Stay in your place" and all of that.
Shut up,
like,
sit
"Oh,
down."
he's a genius." I mean, he's a sponge. He remembers everything.
You still got it. I'd be like, I don't know how you remember that. Like you read books and you be remembering, passages and stuff like that. I'd be like, man, I don't even remember the book.
Well, it's the whole thing is when it's time to recall it, spirit, and I move with the spirit, and it's
Get
connected.
that information out of that cloud out there.
It's connected to all of us.
Yeah,
feeds me.
Well, he solved it. Once again, you guys didn't solve that damn thing. So we're gonna eliminate. Well, I'm considering eliminating the Goyim from even participating in solving any of these.
No, they do. So
Mark Daniels does. I'll give him
not just
that.
Mark Daniels. Damn, I don't want to say it wrong. Ace has a number of times.
Ace has.
I won't say that wrong.
Wakil's gotten it, I think, once or twice.
Yeah. But Sharuka, what is it?
Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
was
said it
trying
right.
to make sure I said that.
No,
right.
you said it right.
That's
Yeah. But still, it's a waste of time. Yeah. Well, I'll think about it. Self love. Once you guys keep having the opportunity, we'll see. But all right, we did the riddle. Next week on the Self Love Show. I don't know if you guys watch the show. What is it? The Shy? Is that it? Shy?
Yeah, Shy.
Yeah. He also played on Southside. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chicago's very own. He's an actor out here, you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So I believe he plays, because I don't watch The Shy. I was open with him about that. I told him I've been letting it lie fallow. I'll sit back and binge watch it one time in the near future. I'll sit back and, you know what I mean?
I
Have my
watched some of
unmentionables.
it.
Have you?
Yeah, until a point. And
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, I can't really.
Yeah. I've heard that it's really accurate to, as accurate as it could be on TV. And that's what I'm saying. It's a vibration that.
No, it's accurate until it ain't.
Got you. Yeah,
That's when I was like, oh.
I got you. Pulled it on you, huh? Pulled it. Tried to pull it.
They pulled to me, the regularity of the whole anything on TV or in episodes has to move, and the main writer is right along with that type of.
Yeah, I hear it's a fantastic show, and
very good episodes.
Yeah, and this brother plays I think his character is Darnell Robinson. So yeah, we're gonna sit him down and take him through the ringer, and then discuss the life in Hollywood as a black man.
Man, this is gonna be a expansive conversation.
Expansive. Day after Xmas. Man, I met a dude today, and so if he knew Aramaic, he said something. So I forgot what he was talking about, but he said something like, what he said was, I speak Aramaic. He was like, and that's the language of Jesus. And I said, well, if you speak Aramaic, you do know that wasn't his name, right? And he tried to say, well, no, I'm just saying it for purposes. And I said, but what was his name in Aramaic? I had to ask him like 3 times. He said it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, don't say Jesus to me. I'm not a goyim.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not a goyim. You just told me you speak Aramaic, and then now you're gonna say Jesus. Come on, Self.
Yeah,
That word didn't exist.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Spanish word.
Conquistadors. Right.
I mean, I can't go past that. That's where that
Jesus
name came.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've always been saying it.
The same.
Yeah.
I can't get past that.
So when you look at all the chiseled writings, you don't see the letter J
it was
anywhere.
invented way later, and people say, "Oh, the Word of God ain't changed." But the King James version sure has.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been edited. And,
So then, when you get to when you unpeel all those layers, well, it doesn't matter what you call them. Oh, so we can call them poopity poop, right? So
basically,
so we can call
just
them
like it
poopity
doesn't
poop.
matter what type of man he was,
Right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
They made him out to be a
Right.
He-Man, and
Right.
he's a man. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's not.
Right.
So,
And hold it. And if I can call the creator poopity poop, then why do I even need to use your name? I can call you what? Poopity poop. Since it doesn't matter. Right.
Yeah. Or how you look.
Yeah. You tell me your son's name is Michael, and I say what? We're gonna call him poopity poop. Because it doesn't matter what you call him.
Or what he looks like.
Yeah.
Even though evidence all over the world, what his name was and what he looks like is there.
So we'll have your whole family, all your family pictures, your ancestors, your lineage, your elders. and then your kid there, he's just in the white face, just somebody different. You know what I mean? It's because it doesn't matter.
That's what they did. You know?
And Jesus is the reason for this season. I mean, just and that name is not even, that's
It's
crazy.
a fallacy.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's really pagan. And that's why I always said I don't know what that is or how it was created, but it is a complete entity, pardon me, because so many people pray to that. They've created that.
Would you put me in their minds of intricate, interwoven? It seems like it's a lot of intricate, interwoven magic that was being done. Yeah.
I mean, what you concentrate on happens. And if you got so many people concentrating on that, and they say it's the number one word in the language of language, and it's whew. I just feel for everybody, I hope they have some discernment and can search their soul to look within and see what is within is without.
Yeah. So and then Sunday, mouthpiece. Are the NFL refs just terrible? Or is it more likely that they're on the take? I mean, this needs to be discussed. I mean, as a logical person, we're going to go down that rabbit hole. So, seriously, what's the over-under on this?
And I'm not going to deal with the over and under. I'm going to say this, that it's sports entertainment and there's a script and the refs follow it. The refs follow the script. Obvious stuff, they can turn a blind eye. They can deny what happened.
So less cops.
And after the game, say, "Oh, we made a mistake."
But I don't get my money back on the bet.
And the game's over.
Yeah.
They don't change the record.
Vegas ain't giving me my money. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Money line.
Nothing changes but apology.
Yeah. Apologize. Yeah, man. That's the league for you. And basically, so when the police departments were all on the take, what society's figured out is, we got to pay them a little bit more than peanuts. That way it's less likely that they're going to be in the sense of desperation and be willing to risk a six-figure income over, somebody offering them $1,000 to look the other way. It made it less likely. I'm not saying that out on the take. I see the face you're making. I'm just saying that same thing with the refs. You're paying these guys peanuts, man. They got to work. Man, they be lawyers, accountants. They be having full-time jobs, bro. It's a seasonal job. They're getting paid like the WNBA. And you think that somebody from Vegas with the drop-dead gorgeous slick hair and the suit on and that suntan can't entice some of these white men who are refs and to be on the tape?
This NFL?
Yeah.
Specific. Yeah. Okay. I'm not as
it's NFL specific.
Advanced as considering. I need to research that, but I'm sure it's ridiculous. Even if it's a thing that there's gonna be some underhanded if they're not being supported properly.
They're not being compensated.
It is maybe 20 games, 30 games a season or something for the better ones. But
think about how easy it is. So if you and a local street gang could pull together some of your meth money and ride up on a ref when he's off season and say, hey, look, we got this much money, just the first Bears game, such and such, and blase. You know what I mean? So when you take the other half of your meth money, you let it all ride on the over, because you got this ref right there on the tape. I'm not saying I would do it or you would do it, but it's something that
I don't know what it is, but if somebody got on the orange and blue, these crackpots or whatever you want to call them, crack heads, they come out there and ref the game that way. At some point in the game, it's some ridiculousness, Like
Every
just
time we got a lead, Self, they start letting them tackle our defensive linemen and linebackers and grab them and hold them and grab them by their face mask. They be like, "Oh, they hit
oh
bum back
man, the
linemen."
face mask. I mean,
Yes,
God, you know.
tackling us, wasn't calling it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every time we got a lead, that's what they go to. That's the playbook they go to, bro. Yeah. But Justin Fields' lineman can't tackle and hold everybody and give him that kind of time he needs to stand back there and process.
Can't do anything.
No, he drop dead gorgeous. All right. So yeah, that's what we got next week. So we're looking forward to that. Once
Yeah, that's gonna
again,
be outstanding.
outstanding. I gotta call and confirm everything, but it's already been confirmed to everybody, but we know things happen, but God is great. So all righty. Which brings us to my personal favorite part of this whole shebang. And that's Brother Wordsmith's final words out there. This track is produced by Brother Wordsmith as well.
Yes, y'all. Don't stop. The Self Luv Show, the genius of the fool. But we not dealing with no fools. We dealing with people that take situations to school. Comedian. You know that they rule. The whole situation that most can't deal with from coast to coast. They brag and boast, but the truth is they really roast most people and let them know what's going on with a different flow. Laughter heals the soul and the DNA down to the cell structure and no display of ignorance is tolerated because you know that we are building this to be something of a greater creation, different elevation. Your participation is necessary for us to grow and bury any problems that come in our way. We live the right way and it is on display. Every day we slay the beast. However you conceive him, he'll be resting in peace. Just like prayer to the east, our frequency increase. Y'all know how the game goes. The Self Luv Show. Necessary to bury every single adversary, even the ones within. Cause now we won't pretend that it's a sin to be the best you can be and ascend the direction that we are going. Word of life, our energies are flowing. Words.
Words. There we go. Words. All right, y'all. So, I think y'all know what this means.
Woo-wee. Dope MC.
Do you think you are the one?
Absolutely.
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that
One
means?
like Neo plus Jet Li.
Latin means know thyself.
Bullets. Bullets are boomerang.
Yeah, man. Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Absolutely, because an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
Quill. Wale. Slave theory. Greed plus ego over fear That's slavery.
Yeah, well, charity plus humility times love is freedom.
Do not. Yeah. But Wordsmith is in there. Wordsmith said you did it. Wordsmith, your friend of all these years, you trust, he's in there saying that you did everything and he's going to save his ass. Now, I'm going to help you to save your ass. All right, I'll just stop it there. You guys got an idea, but
lawyer.
Yeah. So in other words, forgot where I was here. Where are we here? Don't what?
Say anything.
Yeah, but I don't see it anymore. Silence is violence, an eye for an eye. Greed is slavery. Oh, don't answer questions, no matter what they're saying.
Okay. Question everything.
I don't think Self Love said any of this. You mean Tory Wordsmith said this? Are you kidding me?
But you don't say it.
Yeah. You don't have to say nothing.
Yeah. You think that. You know that. You know. Question what they saying. The source is what it is.
Hey. All right. Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Vibrate love. You prevail.
Forgiveness is love's highest vibration.
So do something so-called charitable for an enemy to end a beef.
Healthy people. Heal thy people.
Because we know for sure hurt people gonna try to hurt people.
Hey, free the old man. Free Larry Hoover.
Free Jeff Ford.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison is slavery.
Be
so-called legal.
Be Yahushua. Walk on water.
No doubt. Man. No matter what in your past, move mountains.
Mountain, bro?
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a large backhoe and some cranes for all that.
No, bro, man, ancient technology is way more than what we can see now. You know, all we need is the faith of a mustard seed, and the universe is gonna bend to make us whole. Right out the way.
Word.
That situation right there. You see, it's already shorter. It's going already.
Yeah, but this is only for little mountains. You can't move the biggest mountains.
Man, you know where you at. It's mountains. And I can't see it as well from here now, so it's getting shorter.
Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones.
Still got him.
Got mine.
Happy holidays, people.